Let's see. So that's gonna hurt. Let's see if we can at least see where it landed. Wow, that was a pretty good range on it. Can I pick you up? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Cannot pick it up. That's too bad. Since I missed, I would think that I might be able to pick it up. Unless that's... No, that can't be the one that hit the Enderman. That's got to be the one that missed. Because the one that hit the Enderman was down here. Which, it's not here. So... Maybe I'll talk to Shadow Mage about the ability to pick them back up. Because I don't think I can do anything with this either, can I? Nope. Maybe an ammo retrieval tool or something. Yeah, I could definitely set that up and get it to fall on somebody and do a lot of damage to them. Alright, well, you guys got to see it work. That's definitely something we'll have to play with, because I definitely want to make sure that I'm a decent shot once we go doing some siege warfare. So probably the next thing I'll do is I'll try making the combat engineer and see how that works. So let's see if we go into stats again. So it's got adjustable pitch and yaw, but not power. Let's see. Very nice. That was cool. Yeah, I'd definitely like to get one of these things set up and have maybe a combat engineer sitting in it to defend. But it doesn't look like it can turn very far at this point. Ah, okay, so... What is it? Is it F and G? G changes the ammo. And you can see it shows you the count. So F changes the pitch, which is going to be the height. Right now it's set for G and R. Guns N' Roses. So I can adjust the pitch here. It doesn't look like I... Yeah, okay, so I can adjust it if I'm looking, but if you want to go and adjust it quickly down, that's F. And then, yeah, if you hit F7, you can go into your keybinds here, and you can see aim up, aim down is R and F. Turn left and right is Z and X. So let's see what that does. Z and X. So it's not moving very far. Maybe I need to hit C to turn off the mouse aim. Okay, there we go. So I can look around, and if I hit C to turn off the mouse aim, then I can adjust the yaw and the pitch manually, and looking around isn't going to change it. So if you're going to do a a castle attack or whatever, you're going to want to use your R and F to adjust your pitch and your yaw. That way, when you're looking around, you're not going to affect it. So if you want to turn that back on, it's going to be C again. And now as I turn and look, it's going to change it. So if you want to try and fire on the fly, you can do that. But if you had a catapult or a trebuchet, you'd probably want to turn that off and adjust it with the keyboard keys, just to kind of help you with your getting it right where you want it. Let's see, what else do we have here? Ammo select is V, and next ammo is G. So if we go in here and we hit V, okay, so that just lets us choose what we want real quick without having to cycle through. Alright, well that's pretty cool. And then shift to dismount, control and right click gets you into the menu here. So very nice. Shadow Mage, I approve. I definitely want to play with this stuff. I am so looking forward to it. Our first ballista and the first shot hit the Enderman. I wish I knew how much damage it had done. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I know it's been kind of a long episode. Thanks for going through the cave with me. We found lots and lots of iron, which is starting to get cooked up now. We've got almost a full stack here already. And then we'll be able to put some warehouse expansions in here. Go ahead and upgrade that so that we can really get this thing moving. I can definitely see where other mods like maybe iron chests would allow you to store quite a bit, or if you had Buildcraft or thermal expansion and some barrels, either factorization or the barrels mod, you could go ahead and really stack this stuff up. Now there is a I think it's a trash can or garbage disposal or something. Let me see what that is. Trash disposal, that's what it is. So with the trash disposal, I'll have to build one and look at the interface. I'm just going to have to assume that you can tell it what can go in it, and then basically every tick, I believe, it will destroy one of the item that you tell it to. Why aren't those going in there? I know why it's not going in there. Redstone. It turns off hoppers. So, interesting. Okay, so thanks, guys. See you next time. Well, welcome back, everyone. Thaudius here, and today right now we're going to finish up our video from before here. We've got a little bit of time before we hit the 30-minute mark, and I've got something special that we're going to try today. So, let's see. We've got our warehouse going here. It's looking pretty well. It's getting all filled up. And a little world hole here. There we go. I don't remember. Okay, there it goes. So, you'll notice here that this is now an Adept Foot Soldier. So I spoke with Shadow Mage, and he got an update out to allow the Adept NPCs to be set out. I already had the Adept Lumberjack, so now I've got the Adept Medic, and I believe that's all I have for Adept. Let's look in here. There's something you can do in the Town Hall here. There's this NPC list, which you can look at. It's got a living section and a dead. So far I haven't had any show up in dead, even though I know some of them have died. So that's something that I'll need to talk to Shadow Mage about. Here, if we look at the Archer, it's updating in real time where he is. So if you can't find one of your NPCs, you can try looking in here. And you can see that it's keeping records of lots of them. Here we're seeing a novice archer with 1.2799 health here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit clear, and then it'll update with what is currently out there. So I'm seeing an Adept Foot Soldier. Oh yes, my Fisherman. I have an Adept Fisherman, and then the Lumberjack, and the Medic. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the Fisherman. I went ahead and I made an ink sac farm because I'm working on lots of research, and so we're going to need lots of ink sacs. So what I've got here is a 2 deep hole, basically filled with water. It's a 9x9 on the X and Z axis. And then he just sits here and he has a chance every tick to basically harvest an ink sac. Just because, real squid out in the water is kind of iffy as far as when they spawn and where they'll spawn. So here it's just assumed that every so often there would be a squid, and depending on where you've got it, if the conditions are right, there could actually be a squid there. But since we've got all this water underneath us here from where we built, the squid are probably going to spawn there. If I were to fill all that in, then certainly we would probably be seeing actual squid in here. And so it's just based off of the probability that a squid would spawn. And so based on that probability, he has a chance to get an ink sac. Now, one of the things we're going to be doing here is, if you look over here at my quarry, the engineers aren't here, or actually the miners is what they're called. And the reason why is because they got down to Y level 8 and they stopped their digging. I did jump down there to see what the Y level was. The bottom is currently at Y level 8. Now, I spoke to Shadow Mage on that, and I asked him if that was as intended. He said that he thought he had programmed it to go down to Y level 4, but he's going to check on that and verify to make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing and what he intends it to be doing. But as you can see, it's done. So I went ahead and I pulled up the miners, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make a new mine. And so I've got this great big hole. So what are we going to do with this hole? Well, that's where this comes in. This is a civic structure builder. This is a village house 1. So in the normal world gen villages, there are different structures. And this is one of the things that you can build using this building here, which is the, what is it? The drafting station, I believe it is. And so in here you can select different World Gen Village buildings, the library, the smith, even torches, and the village well. Now if we look here and we see what it requires here, it'll tell you what you need as far as the resources. You stick all the resources in there, click start, and it'll give you this. Now the village torch, okay, that's not really something that you need this for, because they're pretty darn simple. However, if we look at something like Village House 1, which is what I did, you'll see this list of resources. 108 cobblestone, 12 oak wood, glass panes, planks, stairs, door, torch. So what you do is you end up putting all of these items in here, okay, like this cobblestone, and once I click start, it will basically grab this cobblestone, subtract it from how much you need, and then once you fulfill all the requirements, you will get one of these. Now I have not used one of these before. It does say right click to open the GUI. I haven't had any success with that yet, so if I right click it, it doesn't do anything. But if you see here, you'll see this outline of the size of the building. So I don't have room to put it here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it right over there on top of where this quarry was. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and clear this out, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this off because I don't want these guys to come running over here and fall down into this hole while I'm doing this. And then we're going to see exactly how this works. One of the things I did speak to Shadow Mage about was with the resources, it did not allow me to use any other wood besides oak. So my beautiful jungle wood farm over there was no help at all. So he may see about allowing other wood types or resources as far as cobblestone versus smooth stone versus bricks the stone bricks, things of that nature. Now you can actually, there is a something you can create that will allow you to copy buildings that you make. So if you wanted to have it basically replicate a structure that you created, you can do that. And we'll definitely try that at least once with something that we create just to test it out. Oh, and that thing was full of cobble. I suppose I should have emptied that out first. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take care of that.